I woke up on Anagoge Island with two things: crude underwear and being very self-aware of my sexuality. This is Project Gorgon. There are no quest markers, no glowing trails, just me and a lighthouse that looks like it was plucked straight out of 2004. Honestly, it's not as bad as you might think. In fact, it might be that MMORPG Rebound that I need right now. Sure, she's a bit visually challenged and communicates in riddles, but my previous partner, a billion-dollar promise, turned out to be a ghost that evaporated under the weight of management's wallet. I'm not looking for a game so much as a digital parking spot for my consciousness. So this week, I checked out Project Gorgon.
Forge a path as unique as yourself. Band together to explore the boundless wilderness and create an economy from the ground up. This is Project Gorgon.
Gorgon is an MMORPG created by developers behind classic titles like Asheron's Call, Star Trek Online, and EverQuest 2. It is designed as a true original journey that rejects modern handholding in favor of old-school exploration. In this video, I'm giving you a first impression. This game is available on Steam. It looks like there's a free demo available. I wasn't hurting for the $18.47, so I bought the introductory offer, but as I'm recording this, it looks like the price is back to $24.99. The first thing I need to tell you is that you are only allotted one character slot. However, corporate gluttony will allow you to purchase 4 more slots for the unreasonable price of $19.99. As far as first impressions go, I was disenchanted by this constraint and their transparent money grab. But I haven't even entered the world yet, so I'm not gonna let those thoughts simmer. This is actually my second character because of the absurd creation constraints. The first one was an elf, and I didn't get any character creation B-roll when I made her, so take 2. There were 3 races available to me: human, elf, and Rakshasa, which is a furry cat race. To unlock fairies, you need to complete an in-game quest. Orcs and dwarves are not available yet. But when they come, I guess you need to pay $20 to play them. And someone explained to me how the logic even works with fairies. You do the quest, but have to delete your character that completed the quest to create a fairy character. So is the quest logged account-wide? Will it know that I completed the quest if I delete the character? You know, the math's not mathing for me. Unless the math is to pay $20, then that math is solid. It appears that the race choice has minimal, mostly cosmetic impact on gameplay, allowing players to select based on aesthetic preference rather than min-maxing. While some races offer minor niche advantages, these are generally negligible, and all races can access all skills, preventing players from being locked out of content. One element that struck me uncomfortably was the character lore's preoccupation with venereal inclinations. Humans were described as prudish and hating sex, but are, and I quote, surprisingly horny. Why do I need that information? What the heck kind of pornographic gameplay necessitates such explicit sexual particulars? This overt lasciviousness concerns me for sure. Anyway, as I mentioned, my first run-through, I picked an apparently sex-addicted elf. For this video, I opted for the prude and petty human. The character models are fine. According to Reddit, it sounds like they recently added new customization options with the new models. I enjoyed the selection and the variety of features. Of course, I went with a ponytail. I'm curious how many people thought for sure I'd be a cat. Another call out I have is about name reservations. My husband will only play an MMO if he can get his name. And if that name is taken, the game is dead to him. I did notice that when I attempted to select my typical go-to names, I received a message, character name already in use on another server shard by a VIP, reserved for them. Surprise! There's a VIP membership available for an extra cost. While the membership page does not call out specifically about name reservation, I did find a reference to it in the January 15th patch notes. New upcoming feature for VIP users: when there is more than one game server, your character's names will be automatically reserved on the new server. If a name is important to you and your coffers are sufficiently overflowing, you may enjoy the VIP feature. I'd check if the name is available first. To enter the world, you are mind-wiped by hags and wake up with no memory on a remote island called Anagoge. It serves as the tutorial area where players learn basic skills, explore, and find a way to escape to the main continent of Serval. The island features a lighthouse, various NPCs, and hostile wildlife. The game claims that no quest markers are leading you. Players must find hidden dungeons, puzzles, riddles, and quests on their own. And that may be how it is after you leave Newbie Island. However, the starting area was a bit hand-holdy, but in a good way. It was a proper tutorial. I actually appreciated the prompts. The art style is a blend of low-fidelity realism and stylized early 2000s era 3D aesthetics. The game relies heavily on photorealistic textures applied to relatively simple low-poly geometry. The style can be described as Jank-Core or retro indie fantasy. It feels like a love letter to the transition era of 3D gaming, where the goal was to make things look real with limited hardware, resulting in a unique, slightly surreal, and charmingly unpolished world. I won't get into gameplay this week, but I will let you know that I don't hate this game. It's mildly addictive. I enjoy gathering and discovery, and there was enough of it in the tutorial to keep me entertained. Basically, I like picking up junk, like I'm auditioning for a medieval episode of Hoarders. If there's a random spoon on the ground, mine. I don't care if it's rusted or covered in tutorial island grime. It's going in the bag. An abandoned book? I'm licking my fingers and flipping those crusty pages like it's a scandalous Julia Quinn novel. I'm basically a high-functioning scavenger in crude underwear, building a kingdom of junk and misplaced cutlery. It's not just gathering, it's a deep-seated commitment to making sure no pixel is left behind, no matter how useless it is. Yeah, this game scratches that itch. Look, you're likely to get a second video on Project Gorgon. So if this isn't your game du jour, I'm sorry. But you can always just hang out and listen to me articulate thoughts and get really uncomfortable when I have to talk about the sexual preferences of furries. I promise I say funny things occasionally, usually by accident. Whatever you do, don't abandon me because I'm currently wandering through a sex-obsessed fever dream that looks like it was rendered by nostalgia. I'll move on to another game eventually, I swear. But I paid $19 for this experience, and by God, I'm going to squeeze every cent of value out of my crude underwear before I go. I'm on a quest, and that quest is called fiscal responsibility. Until next time, let me know what you're exploring. I might have to come over and check out your world.